DJ Son of Freedom.
What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So see, I got a couple of you guys on the little teaser video. Got to keep y'all hype. You know what I mean? So all right, so today got my area set up. Got a pack right there. So what I'm gonna start off today is explaining a couple things first. The almighty goal today is I would like to get this engine in this car. Now I don't know how this is gonna go. I never put a motor in Grand Prix with a clutch on it. So I'm really hoping that this is not, you know, it's not too bad. I don't know how this is gonna go. I hope it goes smooth. We'll see. But we're gonna do the best we can without damaging nothing, without scratching nothing. Hopefully this goes in like butter. We'll find out. But so it's a couple things I got to do. I can get my light thing up here set up. I got to finish a couple things of wiring. Not too much, but I got to get, this is the Halo's lights. I need to get that in order. I got to get the copper wire back there. That's for the oil pressure sensor. And I got to figure out what I'm doing with this fuel pump harness right here. I figure out where I'm going with that. And I got to brake clean the power steering pump, sweep up a couple things down there. And then that's mainly it as far as the wiring, because I can't really do anything over here yet because I'm still trying to figure out a couple things. Well, that's just why I didn't explain anything yet, but I can explain a little bit. So these two harnesses right here are your main focal point when you do the 5-speed swap. This is off this neutral safety switch. There we go. These two wires are, and it's on that big harness right there that goes back there. So what you do, which is not done yet all the way, is this is the part where you trick the body control module and the PCM. Trick the PCM to think it's in drive, and you trick the body control module that it's in park. So that way keyless entry works, and then the car will think it's in drive. And then this right here is the two wires that are used for the reverse lights. So those are tapped in. We'll get more into detail with this once I get it 100% figured out. I don't want to give up misinformation yet until after I know for sure what I'm talking about. But for the most part, I can tell you that much. Spilled some clutch fluid on my trans, so I'll have to address that. I'm sure this is going to get all scratched up from me putting it in, so I'll address that once the motor's back in. That's really it, man. Just clean up a couple things, and we're gonna go and get this motor in. So let me you already know, let me get y'all set up on the tripod, put it on time lapse, and I'm gonna knock out this engine bay. Then when I get done with that, we gotta hop over here, clean up the engine bay, and we're gonna clean up the engine, shine it all up, get it off the engine stand, gonna bolt on the clutch for good. Then from there, we'll drop this thing in the car. So let's get to it. I got the engine bays ready for the drop. So a lot of this stuff I can get when I get the motor in. Yeah. So I got everything on this side done. You might see this right here. I can't take care of that till the motor's in. But this is the fuel pump rewire. Once I see the motor's in, I see where I'm at. Now I'll know what to do with this. So I just stuck that over here. But for the most part, the whole harness on the passenger side is done. I got the this is the halo harness. This is my oil pressure gauge harness, ready to go. I cleaned up the power steering pump. I could have did better, but fuck it, you don't see it anyway. The AC compressor, this plug right there is snapped off, so I super glued that back on. So that'll be good. All the harnesses down here is out the way. Once I completely bolt the control arms, I'll route the ABS hub bearing harness. I'll route that up, and yeah, for the most part, motor engine bay is ready to go. I got the windshield wipers lined up, so those are hooked back up. Yeah, shoot, I'm there, man. So all I got to do now is clean up this engine, polish it up. Then once I get that done, then I'm gonna take the engine off the engine stand. I'm gonna take the alternator off. That doesn't need to be on there. That's less things to worry about. So I'll take the alternator off. I'm gonna take the oil neck off, and then we'll set the motor on the ground. We'll get the clutch put on, and then hopefully we get this motor in the car, man. We'll see what happens. But at the end game, the car will be on a jack stand for a couple days, because I'm waiting on my CV axles to come in. They should have been shipped out today, hopefully. That, and I had to order bump stops for my coilovers. So when those two come in, then I'll put the CV axles in, and then put the coilovers on, and then button up the suspension. Then we could put the car back on the ground, because by that time I'll have everything that I need to do underneath the car as far as the motor and trans done. So yeah, so moving along. It's not going to be, the pace will be not as rapid as it was going, because now I'm at the point where I'm almost out of like stuff I could do, because I'm waiting on parts. Like we're waiting on the CV axles. What else? We're waiting on the bump stops. We're waiting on the fuel pressure regulator. We're waiting on the fuel pressure gauge. What else are we waiting on? We're waiting on the Navi to get back. I'm waiting on my charge piping to come in. I'm waiting on my intercooler. It's just on back order till mid-December. Like, yeah. So I'll just do as much as I can. If I had all my stuff, I could have had this car running in a week, but it's not the case. So I got to spread everything out. So just do what I can and show what I can, you know? So it's no babbling. Let me get this motor cleaned up, and then let's get this thing in here. shined up. My block is back the way it was when I first built it. Now I hate my my valve covers got scratched up a little bit from the wiring harness, but you know, what are you gonna do? Kind of bummed about that, but I got everything beaming on them. So this thing is ready to go in the car. Yes, sir. All right, so I'm gonna pop this alternator off, set that to the side. What else was I supposed to do? This I can do under the car. Man, was there something else I was supposed to do? I hope I'm not forgetting nothing. I can put this fuel line back on. All right, so do that. I got to get the PCM out so I can stack the wood board up there. Engine harness is out my way. I got to jack the car up, take the wheels off, and then I think I'm gonna put the jack stands where I usually do. Clean up my work area and get the motor off. Then just stand. We're gonna put the clutch on. So while I do that, when I come back on, I'll be installing the clutch. Okay, I'm all set. So the main thing I'm worried about is the clutch clearing the bell housing. So what I did was I strapped the transmission and tilted that way so I can get the clutch inside the bowl. So I hope that works out. I got everything cleared. No wires in my way. It should go straight down, no problem. So there's that. And then I got the alternator off and I got the oil neck off. So off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and put the clutch on because y'all can see me did that before. So when I turn the camera back on, the motor's going in the car. So let's get it. Okay, so we got the clutch bolted on. Let me my phone somewhere. Take a picture of that clutch, please. So got the clutch bolted on, tore it down. Put the red Loctite on the bolts. So we're ready to go. So hopefully, sideways, turn, so other way. She over here fucking up. You got it?
That's all you wanted, right?
I mean, like, take it like on the way.
Oh, yeah.
I know we over here fucking hold
We got this.
this. What is you?
I had to find the camera again.
Yeah, that didn't sound good. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we about to attempt to get the motor in. So let me go ahead and jack this thing up, and hopefully we clear the bell housing. And I want this to be a A to B, man. Nice and easy. Like, don't give me no damn problems. Just get on up in there so I can eat my dinner and enjoy my day. Oh man, I forgot about this.
Wait, you're gonna hit the...
Yeah, we don't want for that. Hold up.
Alright, you should be good.
Kick your hand towards me.
You're stuck on Yeah.
Don't hit that. All right. Then like when I just like push it towards me. Teamwork.
Same as usual. I'm not pressing my fingers.
Man.
Okay. Something about a transmission light.
Ready?
Yeah, hold on. Where am I supposed to?
You can push it towards me.
Okay, okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Clutch is clearing the bell housing. This is the plan. How far are we down?
We're almost there. We're past. We're down.
Oh, buddy. Rolling up in there. How's that power steering?
Stop for a second. Like, see.
Something's hidden.
Yeah. That's just a little.
What's hidden?
Nothing in there. The harness is fine.
What?
The very bottom. The very, very bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hitting the power steering pump.
There we go.
Is there any way that you can
It's just a little.
do that so the drop? Hold that like that. Got it? Be careful. You want this light?
No, I can't hold the light.
Alright, be careful. You ready?
Yeah.
Need to, maybe it needs to come towards my side. Wait a minute. Don't do nothing yet. Whoa! I ain't doing that.
Is this circle on, or is that just how it's leaning?
Okay. That's a good sign right there. Motherfucking the input shafts.
Can I put this back down?
Not yet. I gotta let this clutch down because for the transmission, because the input shaft's in the clutch. just gotta go over it.
It's, okay. You're good with that.
What I need to do. I think. Let me see if I let this down. Watch yourself. What am I playing now?
I gotta touch it for a second.
No, you can let it go. Bring this chain. What I want to do is pick the motor up on this side, so that'll bring that over. And there we have it. Oh man, it's in. It is in. It is on. I spun the balancer. There ain't no noises. The clutch is engaged. It's great. Now I ain't gonna lie. It was a pain because of polyurethane mounts. But little fledangling got it on up in there. But yeah, my trick worked where I put the strap on the transmission, tilted up that way, dropped it down, then put a jack on the oil pan because I got an aluminum so I can get away with that, and bring this side up so I could bring that over, and then put a pry bar on the motor mount and scoot it over that way, and you drop right in. Just took a little for dangling, but I got it in there. It'll be way easier to drop this in with the transmission connected, but either way, I got it in. So shout out to the wife. She helped me get that in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna end it right here. We'll pick up starting to button up the bottom end, and then getting everything connected and finishing up this wiring harness. So I'll catch you guys on the next episode.